good evening, or, you know, whatever time you're watching this VOD. It's more Paranormasight. We're gonna, I don't know, maybe finish today, maybe not. We're gonna just go until we can't go any longer. That's the good old pure parry strategy. We've been making some decent progress in various places. And, you know, we're getting close to another night. So, you know, it's like, oh, we've been through a lot. A lot of us. I forgot you were down here. I mean, it was just one node. I mean, but yeah, we've gone through quite the journey, and I'm excited to see how things come together. Let's hop back over to Harue's side. Harue and Richter rescue Mai Chozawa and interrogate her along with Takumi Umioka. If they fail to gain any particularly useful information about the curse bearers, they decide to return to Harue's home when... Oh no. I just need to shake myself awake. Yeah. We've received an update on the hostage situation. The 56-year-old male suspect who announced his intent to commit mass murder in Sumida City today had taken a woman hostage and gone on the run. It was found by the police in a park in Sumida after 4 p.m. and confirmed dead. The weapon the suspect was said to possess was nowhere to be found on site, and its whereabouts are currently unknown. Furthermore, the female hostage was not present, and the search for her continues. Interesting. If it's being reported on the news, and that lends credence to her story. Well then, how should I proceed? That's what it's like to be rushing to one's doom? Anyways, I should ask about her side of the story. Right! Hi! Your side of the story. White woman jump scare.
Well, it's just like I said, right?
The female hostage mentioned on the news just now. That must have been you. Which means you killed Najima with your own curse stone.
Well, you said you'd give me refuge, so I came to take you up on that offer.
What are you planning?
Me? Well, obviously, I'm on to my last resort.
So you're a curse bearer with a curse stone too, right?
Are you surprised? Yes, I have a curse stone of my own. It's the Taiko of Suguru.
Then why go after other people's curse stones?
Because killing people is bad, you know? Don't you think so too?
I mean, it depends, but we'll say generally yes.
You're right, it's wrong to kill people for the sake of resurrection. Right? It's not even 1 for 1, so it's hardly a fair exchange. Either way, that's why I wanted to only use soul dregs gathered by others. But that didn't work out in the end. No one had the backbone to use their curse. The world's gone soft. With no one mercilessly using their curse in pursuit of their own goals, I had to take matters into my own hands.
I heard Namagaki, that young man you were with, used his curse stone too.
Huh? You know that much? Ugh, creepy much. Are you stalking me?
I may have heard it from a detective I know.
Ugh, there it is, cops. Bet you know a bunch. I know your type, people who boast just because they know a couple of cops. But the police is filled with nothing but scum.
My, you seem to hold quite a grudge against the Force.
Speaking of, this guy's really creeping me out. What's the deal with him anyway? You gonna explain? The way he moves is all weird and exaggerated.
Right, I haven't introduced myself yet. I'm...
No. No, thank you.
Okay.
So, what were we talking about again? Oh, right. Yutaro Namagaki. He's no good, honestly. He was such a wuss. I had to spur him on so many times for him to even use his curse, and even then he was pissing his pants. And just when I take my eyes off him, he hands his curse stone over to someone else. Honestly, he's a disappointment. So that's what happened. Which is why I had to do it myself if I wanted it done right, you know? That's what my last resort is. Collecting soul dregs on my own.
No, tilt that camera back in.
Let me introduce myself. It's hard to talk as strangers. Is it? And are you okay telling me who you are? Well, I won't stop you. Do as you please. I'm Haruhi Shigema, and this is my house. My father and husband are both with the police. Is that so? And you know that cops are just the worst people, right? Well, there are certainly many who are cold, especially with their own family. In a police family, one is always expected to just grin and bear it, no matter what happens. God, I know, right? What a relief! You understand. I think we might get along. Oh? Well, I'm glad then.
And I'm Richter Kai, private investigator.
Did I ask? But, you're an investigator? So your job is to sneak around and follow people to pry into their secrets, right? Oh, is that why you keep probing with all these questions? Ugh.
Guess there's not much I could do to change that terrible impression you got of me.
Hey, lady, why are you working with this dude? I asked him to look into something for me. Really? Just think he keeps looking this way.
Isn't your father a police officer as well?
That man is not my father. Not in name or deed. Sounds like there's some bad blood there. I'm already legally cut all ties. He even had the nerve to act all high and mighty today and still refused to help me.
You met him today?
Yes, today. Remember that Chief Tsutsumi who was chasing Najima? Well, it's him. My dad.
What? You're his daughter?
Former daughter. I've cut ties. He never acted like a father, so he doesn't deserve the title.
You know, I heard something about that Najima guy. Really wanted to get revenge on Chief Inspector Tsutsumi for his arrest by going after his daughter.
Wait, really?
I heard the police have been searching non-stop to take you into protective custody. So that explains why the police were staking out your place, too.
How could I have known that? They came in such intimidating numbers. Wait, huh? Hold on a minute. Does that mean that Najima was specifically after my life today?
That sounds about right. It's a good thing you got out unscathed. Or rather, managed to turn the tables on him.
Oh, that means legally speaking it was self-defense. But that truly was quite frightening. You're gonna have to go through this just for being related to a cop. It's a disgrace. It truly is. To cause their own child such trouble. I'm sorry. It's okay. You're not the one that needs to apologize, lady. I'm sorry, it just reminds me of what happened with my son. Your son? What happened? My child was also kidnapped and murdered in order to enact revenge against the police, you see. What? How awful! That's terrible. I'm sorry to hear that. Now that you say it, I do remember hearing about an incident like that last year. That must have been your son, huh? My condolences. So when you were taken hostage by Najima, you used the Kursta in the gardens and swiftly made your getaway? Well, yeah. I didn't really have time to think on it. At the time, I only thought of how to get out of there. Then, what about now? Did you use it again? Your curse stone? Well, the curse stone doesn't respond during the day, but it's evening now. So I tried using the curse now, and, yep, it seems I activated it.
What? You're using it now?
It might still be a little weak. I guess it's not supposed to be used repeatedly. I think I could get it to work once more. Oh. That's so. Sure is. So I'll give you a final warning. It's already started, so be careful, It's started? What started? The curse, of course. All that's left is for the conditions to be fulfilled. She activated her curse? The curse stones can be used already? Now that my guard died, I didn't think it could be used this early in the evening.
Ma'am, please, calm down.
What should I do? Should I keep her talking?
Ugh! 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 Good lord!
Oh, please, please don't kill me, please! No, instead of talking about that, How about we talk about why you're so shaken? As I thought, you have a curse stone too. You're a curse bearer, aren't you, lady?
No.
Ah, there we go.
Oh! Ma'am! Damn! Did she fulfill the conditions?
She sure did. Okay, it's time for a beatdown. Jeez, why'd you try to hide it now of all times? I wouldn't have come if you weren't a curse bearer.
Stop!
Too bad. She's already dead.
This is horrific.
I'll be taking your curse stone. Whoa. All the haunting clappers needed was a source of fire? That was a close one. Now then, what will you do, Mr. Investigator? You're not a curse bearer, so I don't have any reason to kill you. But I won't show you mercy if you're going to try and capture me. So what'll it be?
I still don't know how her curse works. It's too risky to make a move.
Your employer's dead anyway, so there's no reason for you to go out of your way to arrest me, right?
I can still do my duty as a citizen and report you, you know?
Oh, what a surprise. This is when you decide to suddenly choose the side of righteousness? Choose after the same thing, you know? There's no clean hands when it comes to soul dregs. Well, looks like you don't have anything to say about that. I'll be taking my leave then. Bye-bye.
Upon killing Haruo Shigema, a fellow curse bearer, Ayame Tono obtained more than enough soul dregs for the rite of resurrection. However, it turned out that resurrecting someone who died a long time ago required an even larger amount. To fulfill her heart's deepest desires, she'd need to harvest more. So, she waited for the sun to set, when the Feast of Shadows effects were at its peak. And she used the one-sided reed curse stone she had stolen from Fumichika Najima. With it, she proceeded to kill all those whose personal information she knew, starting with those who mattered least to her. Many of them were random men, gullible and disposable, drawn in by the allure of a female university student. One noteworthy victim among them was Tetsuo Tsutsumi, who, being a curse bearer himself, was promptly targeted for his dregs. Tsumi's death threw the investigation efforts into disarray, allowing Ayame to evade capture. Afterwards, he acquired various address registers and phone books and systematically killed the people listed in them. Unsuspecting victims could be safe at home, only to have their limbs severed. The strange deaths shook society to its core. Yeah, they straight up, they just say it, huh? Fucked up.
Ending gotten! Oh, baby!
Well, now we gotta either go back and not lie, or choose a different route, I suppose. If you got into battle with Najima on the bridge, it also would have told you that info. Okay, fair enough. But all things must come to an end, and so in time, the killing stopped. Sometime after the killings, a modern-day genius female yukoi artist burst onto the art scene. She introduced herself as the mysterious Mad Paintress, and her fame grew quickly as she presented one incredible work after another. Praised as the modern reincarnation of Katsushika Hokusai, she quickly made her mark on history. Oh, ending gotten. Yay! Yay! Oh. Let's try that again.
Oh, my guard down. Didn't think could be used this early in the evening. You bring a light?
What if I use my right to remain? No? Okay, that's the same. Never mind then. I'll just go in and tell the truth then. But yep, you bring a light?
Yes, I am. I'm sure you've already noticed. Yeah, around last night, it was a little too obvious. Judging by your address, I'm guessing you got the haunting clappers? Yes, that's right. There's a lot of soul drugs on the table for killing a curse bearer, you know. I'm well aware.
Did you get soul drugs when you killed Najima?
Of course. His curse stone array contains some soul drugs as well. I think killing one more curse bearer will be enough for the rite. You can combine soul drugs across several stones. Correct. All it needs is the prerequisite amount. As long as you got that, it doesn't seem to matter where you got them from. I see. Then, you won't mind if I took them, right? My, lady. You're quite motivated, aren't you?
Ma'am?
What is your wish, Shiame? Is it really to resurrect Katsushika Hokusai? Yes, there's no life that holds more value than his.
Real quick, actually, we have one that would hold on. Oh yeah, I could just do it. Yeah, I could just do it. Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure.
Huh?
Man, please think this through.
Chat,
Burn her alive. Ma'am, why?
it was the only way. Richter? Could we settle any outstanding tabs now?
Yeah, sure. Some days later. Mori, you got a moment?
Of course. What is it, Mr. Richter?
I was just curious. You heard the legend of the mother who prayed to the Samita River and resurrected her dead child?
What are you on about?
The mother who searched so desperately for her abducted child that she lost her mind. Her son was found dead in Samita River, so she then built a mound and continued to pray there until her son somehow emerged from the mound, back from the dead. Or so the legend goes. Earth being adapted into a no play, too.
Interesting.
And? Well, it just had me thinking that legends really do exist.
Sorry to ask again, but what are you on about?
They have 2 endings in 20 minutes of game time. That's crazy. we really just ran it through, yeah. They're letting it scroll at a normal speed this time though, instead of the fast speed from before. So that has me thinking a little bit. Yeah, I mean, kind of goes without saying since I think we're near the end, but yeah, this is gonna be a part where we just get a lot of them. We just probably get a lot of them in quick succession. So I'm up for that. It's not a bad ending like Ayame's is. I mean, we still killed someone, but like, yeah, we didn't die ourselves, so fair enough. We got what we wanted. Yeah, presumably. I assume they're just leaving it up to interpretation. Because, like, they're not gonna show us. But, like, the implication is there, of course. Never mind. It is what it is. Welcome to my office. It might be small and dirty, but welcome. Come on, Ernstine. Say hello. That's it. Good girl. Oh, he's got a little bird? Oh, that boy over there? That must be, Hey, kid. I'm a private investigator. I worked with your mother not too long ago. What's that? You want to be an investigator when you grow up, too? Okay, never mind. It is how I say it in text. Yeah, okay. More than just implications. That's great. So much better than becoming a police officer. Hey, Amamori. Don't you tell the kid to give up on his dreams. I think it's a great idea. Why don't you bring us all some tea instead? Pardon me. Let's start over. What brings you to my humble office today? Oh. Okay. Interestingly, yeah, there's not another branch, but more interestingly, this isn't grayed out yet. So I wonder, like, if what happens if we just expend all the options, I guess, probably, if I had to guess.
Your father, the chief inspector. I met him not too long ago. Oh, really? He came off a little stiff and awkward. There's a surprise. But there was something charming about his seriousness, and he seemed like he cared a lot about his daughter. Please cut it out. It's gross. You don't know a thing about us. Outsiders shouldn't butt into another family's affairs. Though he may as well be a stranger to me now. Even if you cut legal ties, you're still related by blood.
Try and get through without killing somebody. I mean, the button's pulsing. It's so tempting. Even though I've already seen what happens, it's calling to me.
Huh? We're not related at all. Huh? He probably thought that I never noticed it, but it wasn't hard for me to figure out that I wasn't related to them by blood. So you were adopted? Well, I got curious, so I looked into it. It was all pretty straightforward. I was a baby when they took me in. All they did was raise me. My mother first got pregnant shortly after she married. But it was a stillbirth. The whole affair left a deep wound on her heart. My father couldn't bear to see it. So it was for her sake that he did it. I was a substitute, a replacement for the child she lost. He decided that, all by himself. He didn't discuss it? Maybe he was trying to be thoughtful, so any baby would have been fine. As long as it would have comforted the woman who hoped to become a mother. Putting it in such a way. It's not easy to raise a child. My mother was bewildered. Wouldn't you be? If being told to raise a baby that wasn't your own? But she couldn't just abandon the baby either. But my father just left everything to my mother and never lent a hand. He's so damn selfish. Two of them grew apart. I watched them try and figure out how to understand each other, and the sight of it disgusted me. It was a messed up family, I tell you. Well, I guess my presence was to blame for that rift to begin with. You shouldn't say that. I know he's bad at expressing himself and has his work, but still, that shouldn't be an excuse. But knowing all that, I couldn't take it anymore. It just made me want to hurry up and leave home and live on my own. I still rely on him for tuition and allowance, but that much is normal for most kids, right? I don't want him to start acting like he's my father now just because he's doing the bare minimum. I'm sorry to hear that. It sounds like it was tough for all of you. I'm sorry, right? It's not my place to talk about your family. Well, I may have said too much. I think I spilled all that when I don't even know what the conditions are. Could it be what we were talking about had something to do with the activation conditions for the haunting clappers? Who knows, Do you smoke? Well, a little. Feel free to smoke if you want to. Please. I'm okay. I don't see any ashtrays out on display either. Does no one smoke in this family? A little rare, isn't it? No one in the family does. And then why did you ask me if I did all of a sudden? Well... How did you kill Fumichika Nijima? I'm not telling you. I only ask because it does concern me. He's one of the reasons why my child was kidnapped. There's not much to say. We talked and he cleared the conditions for my stone. Did he show any signs of remorse over his past crimes? It didn't feel like he did, no. I see. The world is full of trash men, I tell you. That's... I agree. In a way, I guess you could say you put a stop to Nijima's mass murder schemes. About that. There's no guarantee I won't do it myself. I picked up his curse stone at the one-sided read. It really is something else. Unfortunately, I can't use a curse stone that's not mine until it's late at night. Really? Are you okay with telling me that? How silly of me. I let that slip. What is your wish, Ayame? Is it really to resurrect Katsushika Hokusai? Yes, there's no life that holds more value than his. Including my own. You're saying you'd be willing to die if it meant bringing Hokusai back to life? Not all life is equal. At least, not to me. A life that can birth art with the power to move hearts is infinitely more worthy. Compared to that, the life of someone like me, someone that can't produce a thing, has no value. That's unhinged. I'm still young. It's the age for wild thoughts. But, aren't you the same as me? What? You got a life more important than your own. A life you consider more important than the lives of many others. That's what you're doing it all for, isn't it? You're right. If I can save my son, I couldn't care less about my life or the lives of others. Who's unhinged now? I'm a mother. It is what it is. Dang, the feelings of a proper parent or something else. But if that's your wish, then what do you plan on doing if you don't get your wish? Oh, I haven't thought of it. I might just keep on trying to bring Hokusai back some other way. You really are obsessed. You and Hihaku's chairwoman might be cut from the same cloth. Who's that? She's like an all-powerful vortex of obsession turned to yokai-level proportions. You're saying I'll end up like her? Are you looking forward to such a future? I'd rather not have to wait until I'm old and creaking. I want it to happen now. I'll put my life on the line for Hokusai. Listen, Ayame. I have something to ask you. No, the answer's no. The curse stone in your possession, I'm not giving it up. You're right. We're both made of stronger stuff than that. You're not giving it up? And neither am I. You know full well, right? And then that there's no room left for negotiation here. You're right. There's not.
Oh, okay, so they kind of back you into a corner and say, kill her now. Okay. That's kind of fucked. They will not give you the check. They're like, no. You gotta do it. Are you gonna do it? I mean, what if it's different?
Did you try to use your curse just now? It seems I didn't meet your curse's conditions. I wonder if it was smart to secretly toss the lighter I was carrying earlier. When did I made a mistake when you started to ask about me smoking? If a source of fire is a condition for your stone, then you won't see me falling for it now. You wasted your chance with all this chatter. All you needed to do was activate your curse first. I brought everything Najima had on him, including the lighter he was holding. But it's over now. Yes, I can see it. Alrighty. With your cards on the table, you're out of options. It might be possible for Mr. Investigator there to pin me down by force. But he's not going to do that, is he?
Correct. I won't take that risk. Not while your curse's conditions are unknown.
Coward. I came to kill you and acquire your soul dregs, but after hearing you out, I got a question for you. Why don't you just give up on the right of resurrection? You said it was your son, right? The one you want to bring back? But haven't you done enough? I'm sure your son is content knowing you cared for him this much. I'm truly willing to die to resurrect Hokusai, but you can't say the same, right? If you're going to bring your son back, you have to be alive as well, right? In fact, what you really want is for both of you to live, right? Yes. Well, even if you both live to see it, your son would grow up knowing you for who you are. Someone who stole the lives of others to bring him back. You would be putting the burden of shouldering all the lives sacrificed for him on his little shoulders. Are you really okay with that? You didn't even think about that. Then what you're doing is not for your son. It's for yourself. Aren't you just bringing him back to fulfill your own desires? It's not...
Ma'am, what she's saying may be harsh, but it holds a kernel of truth. Don't reduce yourself to nothing but a mother who would sacrifice anything for her son.
But that's not...
We discovered the truth behind this kidnapping. Next, you should take some time to come to understand your own feelings. I'll help you every step of the way. Getting to the heart of things is what an investigator does.
What will you do?
Ma'am, if you relinquish the curse stone to a curse bearer, you will no longer be a curse bearer. You won't be a target anymore. Iyame is giving you a chance. Think hard, and then give your answer.
Very well. Here. Thanks. I'm glad you could see reason.
Ma'am, you made the right choice.
Dang, you really didn't collect any soul dregs, huh? I promised myself that if I ever used it, it would be only once. But in the end, it didn't come down to numbers. So they only need to be carrying a flame. This seems pretty practical. Well, I'll be taking my leave then. There's no point in going after you for soul dregs, so I'm off to the next curse bearer.
You know who remains? You speak as if you've already figured it out.
I've got a pretty good idea from our talk. What will you do? Do you plan to stop me?
Not my place to intervene.
Alright then. Hey lady, can I borrow your phone? I don't mind. But who are you calling? The cops. I think it would be faster if I called them directly.
Ooh. Shit. Alright, man, damn. Well, That's this branch about sorted for now. Let's move on. What else is there to say? Jeez. Ugh. Together with Yoshimi's fiancée Mayu, Yako and Mio report all they've learned so far to Tsutsumi and the others. Putting all their stories together, they can see their final objective at long last.
Mr. Tsutsumi, this is Mayu Shozawa.
Ah, so you're the one. Sumida Police was looking for you. Glad to see you're all right.
Sorry, I should have told someone I was okay. I was just so pissed off. Falling right into Hihaku's hands, I got myself into some deep shit.
Yaku seem like they're still up to something. I'll have to make sure they can clean up their act, once and for all. Get it? Because they sell soap?
Nice one, boss. You're really on top of your game today.
Stop trying to make me feel better. I shouldn't have said anything.
More importantly, Mayu, thank you for your cooperation with Yoshimi. We'll get to the bottom of it, I promise. Oh, you must be Detective Ario. I heard a lot about you from Hajime. I'll be counting on you. Catch whoever did this, no matter what. Oh, Mr. Tsutsumi. I received the message from Paranormal Affairs earlier. It wasn't from Nagakagoshi, but I had someone look into something for me.
So even the desk jockeys are lending a hand. Brings a tear to your eye. So what'd they say?
Right, about the Onmyoji woman who was in Edo at the time of the Honjo incident. She was a person of great beauty and discerning taste, but also shamelessly did whatever she wanted. It seemed to match the person seen in the resentful memory of the foot-washing mansion.
Huh. She must be the one who fought with Simon over the right.
And they found that her name was Ashino.
Ashino, huh? What else?
That's all.
That's not much help.
Oh, but... apparently she was quite the powerful Onmyoji. And she died bearing a similarly powerful resentment. It's possible she became a vengeful spirit with a connection to the Seven Mysteries.
A vengeful spirit?
If any descendants of Ashino or people otherwise closely aligned with her live today, there's a possibility that spirit awakened and possessed them. Yeah, you mentioned before that spirits can possess people who are closely in sync with them. Though this, of course, doesn't mean the spirit houses her complete personality. Her resentment and her spirit power, those are the parts of her that would have the strongest influence.
Since Simon's descendants are still around in the present, it wouldn't be surprising if Ashino's were too. They might just be desk jockeys, but they wouldn't give us this info if it was only speculation. They must have found some amount of evidence, like looking into abnormal phenomena or things like that.
Oh, the Feast of Shadows.
There it is, our abnormal phenomenon.
Mia, what do you mean? The person who initiated the curse this time, we've been calling the Mastermind, they might be possessed by the vengeful spirit of the Onmyoji named Ashino, the enemy of Simon. Do you have any idea who they could be or where to find them? Like, if you looked at them, Mio, would you be able to tell right away? It's like how I didn't realize that Michio had fused with your consciousness, Yako. Common spirits will leak spirit energy left and right, so I can just notice them by looking carefully. When spirits of a higher caliber fuse with someone's consciousness, detecting them isn't so simple. Oh, I'm sorry. My skills need a lot of work, and I don't have anything else to offer. Mia, that's not true at all. You're fine. We'll make this work somehow or other. Thanks. Basically, I believe the mastermind behind everything is a woman possessed by the vengeful spirit of Ashino. Is this mastermind also the one who killed Hajime, trying to get the record of Fate's Yin Scroll? Yes, I think that's very likely. So that's how it is, hmm? They want you to catch them no matter what. Okay. Feels like we're finally coming up on the moment of truth. I don't know what'll happen when we put the talismans together and obtain the scroll.
Ooh. Anything around? Any birds? No? Okay.
Oh, Mayu, did you meet with Hitomi? Yeah, I met him at the spot I was told. She was acting tough, but I think the incident with Hajime has her really shaken up. I briefly explained our situation and had her give Hajime's talisman to me. Here, this is what you're looking for, right?
The Yang.
Yes, I believe that's it. Thank you so much. Mr. Satsumi, about this.
Right, you should hold on to it, Mio. Not like we could use it as is.
Try to figure out what we'll need to do once we get both halves together.
Understood. I'll see what I can do. Do you know where the other talisman is? Yes, probably. This is Hajime's last job. Finish it for him, okay? We will. I guess it's the end of his family line too, huh? All the people who inherited that talisman before him are already all gone.
Sheesh. Come to think of it, did old man Ashimiya end up getting away? Ugh, so word's already out, huh?
He was cornered, but he managed to take a hostage and escape. Is what I heard on the radio. What happened after that?
That's all they're reporting. Here's what really happened.
He was killed? And the hostage was Utsumi's daughter, whose whereabouts are still unknown?
Yep, his daughter showing up was a huge surprise. Even Boss couldn't believe it.
Damn it, the hell do you expect? No one could have seen that coming.
So there's already an emergency search on the way for her as a key witness and suspect. I'll be rejoining the search for her after we're done here.
Key witness and suspect. But wasn't she a hostage? Could she have killed Najima and fled the scene?
Well, it's just a possibility.
If we're talking possibilities, might as well tell them everything. It's very likely that Najima was killed by a curse stone.
What? By a curse bearer? Oh, it's already evening, so the effect of the Feast of Shadows would be starting to return.
Yeah, which makes it likely that a curse was used to kill him.
Boss, you're repeating yourself. Try to calm down for a second.
But that would mean the inspector's daughter is probably a curse bearer, right?
Huh? Did you say something? Maybe I'm losing my hearing in my old age.
Boss, you can hear just fine. Don't just play the old man card every time you want to get out of something. We even talked about how she might have the Taiko of Suguru if that's the case.
Did we? My memory's a little hazy.
You got a soft spot for your daughter, don't you, Inspector?
It's a little too close to home now.
Either way, we need to find her as soon as possible.
It wasn't a curse, so that means someone hit him 110 times, which I mean, he does deserve, maybe even more than that, but you know.
That's why we'll be joining the search as soon as we're done here. One more thing. There's a very good chance that his daughter has Michio Shiraishi's talisman.
All the more reason for you to get back to that search. Best of luck.
What the hell has she gotten herself into? I heard you had a curse stone too.
Yeah, I should give it to you then, right? Those things are really a pain in the ass. I'll gladly hand it over to you before it starts giving me any crazy ideas.
So this is the beckoning light, Alright, it's safe and sound with me. Sorry you won't be able to bring him back.
Don't worry about it. He and I were always prepared for the worst anyway. What's wrong?
Damn. Trigger for the beckoning light's curse is some serious shit.
Yeah, I thought so too. That's why I said give me weird ideas. You see what I mean now?
How's it wake?
I'll leave you a note you could read later. We got more important things to worry about now.
Right.
Mr. Tsutsumi? Does that make it 5 curse stones that you've gathered now?
Should be. I want to get the other 4 under wraps as soon as we can.
Let's see. I have no idea about the Whispering Canal. Someone made off with the one-sided reed which Najima had.
Yeah, damn shame.
After that, you said earlier that Taiko of Suguru might be with your daughter, Inspector?
Let's set that one aside for now. So, we can assume that curse bears are still prowling around out there with those ones. What a headache. Hopefully we can find them soon. Now, is that everything we needed to chat about? If you don't need anything else, we'll be getting back to the search.
There actually is one thing.
Oh? What's that?
Just completely hypothetically, what if the inspector's daughter was the mastermind? I mean, she's a woman. It seems like she was after the talismans.
Sorry, don't really understand what you mean.
Boss, come on, we gotta look at the facts.
Without me, Inspector Satsumi would also have to be one of Hashino's descendants. Oh, right. You're just a normal person, right, Inspector? Unless that's why he's so resistant to the paranormal.
Don't believe I've ever heard anything about being related to some Onmyoshi.
Oh,
But, well, if you put it like that, her being the mastermind is possible.
really?
I say possible, but I mean unlikely, is what I want to think. Damn it, I don't even want to imagine it.
Boss, if we're gonna consider it, we gotta do it proper. No dragging your heels about it.
No, it's not that. There's something I never told her, never wanted to tell her. Truth is, she's not my real daughter.
What?
20 years ago. Well, it's a long story, but we took her in when she was just a baby.
You know anything about her birth parents?
You could say I do, I guess, but really I don't know anything.
What's that supposed to mean? I don't get it.
Ariel, you heard what I said, didn't you?
Just now? About 20 years ago? No, boss, that can't be. Nijima's...
That's right. We arrested Fumichika Najima. There was a baby at his house on the brink of death. That was my daughter, Ayame Tsutsumi. She goes by Ayame Tono now.
What?
Someone had to take care of her. The baby holds no blame for the circumstances she came from.
But, boss! According to Najima, that baby... It's his former lover reincarnated using black magic! What?
Personally, I think that story is bullshit.
According to Najima... My goodness. It's hard to believe from Najima's behavior, but could it really be true?
I've got a few doubts.
Potential patricide.
We really have to question whether the Shino woman ever existed in the first place. There are no records of her and no body was found. Her name never came up once during the investigation. Even if this woman really existed, I'm skeptical that someone could be reincarnated as a baby through black magic.
I agree. No matter how you look at it, a spell with that effect is hard to believe. Even the supernatural has rules that must be followed. Seems more likely he's deluded himself, not wanting to recognize that a spell he risked his life on was failed to work.
That's my thinking too. The more natural conclusion is that the baby is his and Shino's and that she died in childbirth. As long as we don't know Shino's origins, we have to consider the possibility that she could be a descendant of Ashina.
If nothing else, their names are pretty similar, that's what I was thinking. Okay, assuming all that's true for a minute, Ayame getting taken away by Majima and then killing him. That means she killed her own father.
Calm down. This is all still conjecture.
But know that Najima is dead.
We have no means to investigate.
Regardless of everything, there is
Only one thing that matters. She's my daughter. As her parents, I'm responsible for her. Nothing can change that.
I understand.
Alright, we should get back to the search. We'll find her and clear up all of this.
Yes, sir.
The talisman you young ladies are looking for has something to do with this as well. I'd appreciate it if you could help us find it. If anything happens, please call the police.
We will. I'm worried about Hitomi, so I'm going to head to where she is. I'll be waiting to hear some good news from you all. Woo! Shit, man. Some real serious shit is happening. Woo.
So these two are just left like this. I don't have to... Both of the hypotheticals here are just like game overs. Just to reconfirm. They're not like actual like endings that I would need to like go for, correct? I just want to doubly confirm before I progress. Because I would like to, at the very least, clean that up. They have achievements, but you don't need to view them. Okay. We will continue then. On my own times. I mean, true. True. Anyway, Tatsumi and Ario continue their investigation, deciding to meet with Ayame to get to the bottom of it all. What will be the conclusion to the 7 mysteries of Honjo, to Simon and Ashino's intertwined fates? Oh, the river.
Hey, how long has it been since we saw each other? 3 years? How have you been?
I think the last time was when you came to see me after deciding to go to university.
That wasn't because I wanted to see you. I just needed money to pay my tuition.
Huh, not one to mince words, eh?
You came alone, right?
Yeah, it's just me. You make it sound like I'm handing over ransom money for hostages.
I just don't want to get caught, okay?
Never thought I'd see the day that you called the police.
There's something I need to see you about.
Well, alright then. We got a lot to talk about, so let's go through things one by one.
Okay, good. They're not like... Okay, good. Woof!
You have a curse stone, don't you?
I do.
You wouldn't happen to feel like handing it over, would ya? The police will handle any damages the curse caused. Now, before you do any more wrong with it...
I'm not giving it up.
Of course not. Me being a curse bearer. You after my life?
That's exactly what I'm here for. I didn't come to chat. We can talk all you want, but as soon as the condition for my curse is met, I'll use it. No hesitation.
Do you have more than one? How many curse stones do you have?
3. Not that it matters.
3, huh?
We have 5.
I'm not handing them over.
Why are you willing to go so far for the Rite of Resurrection? What do you want with it?
Even if I told you, you wouldn't understand. You just call it stupid and dismiss the idea completely.
Come on, I wouldn't do that. Maybe together we can think up a way for you to get what you want without resurrection.
I want to bring Katsushika Hokusai back to life.
Hokusai? Wait, Hokusai, the ukiyo-e artist? That Hokusai? You want to bring him back to life?
That'd be quite the feat, huh?
That's... you... I heard you liked his art, but why would you do something so stupid?
See?
Ugh!
The only time I ever felt there was a place I belonged was when I was immersed in the dreamlike world of ukiyo-e. Oh, I'm sure you never noticed.
Really, I had no idea.
It saved me. Hokusai is the reason I'm still alive today.
I didn't know you felt so hopeless.
You would only realize it now, but it's too late. Feeling sorry won't do either of us any good.
This really is the women's wrongs game. Yep.
The moment I heard about the Rite of Resurrection, I knew that it was my destiny. If this is all I ever accomplish, I'll die happy.
You're really serious about this. Then I'll put this bluntly. Did you kill Najima?
And if I did, would you hide me from the police?
Well, I don't know if I...
That's what I thought. Your job is the only thing you really care about. Yes, I did it.
You!
I don't think he even knew I was a curse bearer. He brought me to his gardens and I realized that while he was talking to me, and he just fulfilled the condition of my curse. So I gave it a shot. I didn't think it would actually activate. So, there's no going back now.
That's not true! You can still make things right before you make them worse!
Let me say it another way. This is my chance, and I won't throw it away.
Chance? Did Najima say anything to you?
He said a lot of bad things about you, that's for sure.
Yeah, not surprised there.
So I said a lot of bad things about you back. I didn't want to be outdone.
Harsh.
In that sense, I felt just a little like he was my kindred spirit.
No, kindred spirit! What are you talking about? He's a dangerous criminal!
But I'm a murderer now too, aren't I? Maybe we're not so different.
Ugh. No, you're different!
Am I?
Well, maybe not that different.
But at least you're honest.
I know I haven't been the best father, but I wonder, all the fathers in the world, are there any who wouldn't cover for their child if they'd committed a crime?
How should I know? You're the detective here, you must have seen plenty of cases like that.
Yeah, but if parents take the fall for their children or give them a place to hide. As a person, it's wrong, but maybe, as a parent, the right thing to do.
I don't know. I think having a father like that would make it easier to go to him for advice if I did do something wrong. Maybe there's a sense of security in knowing that, no matter what happened, you'd have at least one person on your side.
I see. So that's what it would take. Be on your side. I can't do that.
That's okay. I wasn't really expecting you to.
Najima didn't really tell you anything?
Not really, no.
Can I ask you one thing? You know anything about the talisman Michio Shiraishi had?
Michio Shiraishi?
And the car crash you were in with that Namigaki guy?
Oh, with Yutaro? Yeah, it was there.
Yutaro? That sounds like... So you and him were... I mean...
Not really. He was kind of a boring guy.
What? You're serious? But he said...
Now you're getting off track, Mr. Tsutsumi. The talisman, get back to the talisman! You shouldn't have relied on him for this.
Well, if you don't plan on seeing him again, it doesn't matter. But with the hit and run case on top of everything, you're really in deep.
Is that really what you wanted to talk about?
Yeah, I mean, no. Tell me about the talisman. You take it from the scene?
You mean this?
That's it.
I picked it up at the scene of the crash. I didn't want to leave any fingerprints behind.
That's all? There's really no other reason?
What's the big deal? Is it really that special? This old thing?
Yeah, it's real important. Would you mind giving it to me?
Important? For what?
We're putting a stop to the curses of the 7 mysteries.
Oh. So that means if I give you the talisman, I won't be able to use the right. Then no way. I'm definitely keeping it.
I screwed that one up.
Mrs. Itsumi, you really can't do any better than that? Come on, the talisman.
Will you give me the talisman?
What? No way. I can't lose the rights.
Sorry I couldn't save you from Najima. Are you hurt?
And there it is. That's so like you.
What?
You're only mentioning that now? Shouldn't that have been the first thing you asked me?
Well, I was just...
You're not worried about me. All you care about is yourself.
Yeah, you're right. I've been selfish, I know.
Oh, come on, Mr. Satsumi, you can do better than that. You really screwed up there, huh?
I don't need your commentary!
Why are you talking to that bush?
No reason.
I'm fine. I managed to get away, somehow or other.
Most people wouldn't click it first. Oh, yeah.
Right.
I'm glad.
Though now I'm curious. I'll have to go back when we're done here.
How is she? Yasuko, I mean.
Mom? I haven't kept in touch with her. I've been on my own this whole time. I'm sure you've reached out to her, though, haven't you?
I did call her this morning, actually, just to make sure she was safe. She rang around all over the place looking for you.
Sounds like she's fine to me. Did you contact her after I called the police to tell her you'd heard from me?
I did not.
Tisk, tisk.
Well, I've heard you're into nightlife and staying out late these days, and wanted to worry more than she already was.
You're one to talk. I think I've let you talk enough. Mind letting me have a turn?
By all means.
You're hiding something. You're hiding something from me, aren't you?
Well, sure. You can't live as long as I have a secret without. You can't live as long as I have without having a secret or two.
Of course you'd try to dodge the question. Now then, let me tell you about how my curse stone, the Taiko of Sukuru, works.
What?
My curse bludgeons to death anyone I find out is hiding something from me. So if you try to cover something up that I know is true, I'll be able to use my curse on you. With that in mind, can I ask you one more thing?
I get it. Why you want to see me. Then let me tell you one thing first. Evergreen Beach is a similar condition. I can use my curse on anyone who tells me a lie.
What? How's that fair? You used that curse on me?
As an officer of the law, it's inexcusable. But as a parent with duty to his child, I have no other choice.
Are you threatening me? Do you really think that's enough to convince me to do as you say?
I don't want to use it either, but for your sake, I suggest you try not to lie.
Go ahead then. If I lie, then so be it. Okay, I'm gonna ask. If you try to hide it now, you really will die. Am I your real daughter? I'm just a baby you picked up to replace your stillborn, aren't I? And you could never bring yourself to tell me who my real parents were, so you just kept hiding it. Still too much of a coward to tell me, huh? You don't like the truth, so you won't admit it. And my real parent is the man I was just with.
Ayame! Is that all you have to say? I only have one answer for you. You are, honestly and truly, our daughter. Nothing more, nothing less.
Even now, you're still trying to hide it? Why? Are you really that stupid?
Ah!
Boss! Boss! Why? Is your pride worth dying for? I should have known. Why? Why go this far to hide it?
Ayame. Listen.
Huh? You're... How?
Ayame. Be proud. No matter what happens, you are our precious daughter.
No way. How are you still alive?
I don't know what that piece of shit Najima filled your head with. But you're not Chino. And you're not Hashino either. You're our daughter. Ayame Tsutsumi. Right. I guess it's Tono now. Well, that's fine too. Tsumi, Sono, both will always be part of who you are.
Why are you doing this? It's not true. The curse proves that it's not.
Sure, you probably don't have many memories of us playing together. I did leave everything at home to your mom. I was hardly ever there for you. Even so, I was working. No matter how grisly a crime scene always had, all I ever wanted was for you to grow up to be happy. That's it.
Why? Why say all of this now?
So, do one last thing for me. I want you to tell me the truth too. If you lie to me now, I'm taking you with me.
Stop, I can't.
The mastermind behind all this. The one who awakened the curses of the 7 mysteries in order to use the right. Wasn't you. Was it?
No. No. I wouldn't even know how to do that.
Picking up Michio Shiraishi's talisman. It was just coincidence, right?
Huh? Yeah, I already told you that.
Good. Hearing that, I can rest easy. You're nothing like Najima. You can stand on your own 2 legs. And keep living. Without escaping into a fantasy. You can hate me. You can dream all the crazy dreams you want. Just don't ever stop trying to do good. You're a victim of your curse, too. It's not too late to atone. The hit and run. You're using the curse. Don't run away. You can still make things right. I know you can. Because you're my daughter. After that, just live the best life that you can.
Dad! Boss! Boss!
That day at 6:18 p.m., Ayame Tono was taken into custody. Tetsuo Tsutsumi's death was confirmed at the same time. The 5 curse stones possessed by Tsutsumi, as well as the 3 given up by Ayame, lost their curse bearers. This temporarily extinguished their spirit power, allowing Mio Kurusuzu to obtain them and seal them away without difficulty. The Yin talisman possessed by Ayame Tono was recovered and entrusted to Mio as well. Thus, any massacre that could potentially be caused by this iteration of the curses was prevented before it could ever happen. Or so it seemed. We got the update on the Taiko. Okay. Oh. Sorry for keeping you out so late, Mio. I can't take my mind off the curse bearer who was never found.
Oh, it's no problem for me. I usually work at night anyway. Did you see Yako home safely?
Yep, we sent her in a patrol car earlier. Apparently she put up quite a fuss, saying she wanted to see things through to the end.
Thank you. The Feast of Shadows was starting to take effect, so it would have been dangerous.
Oh, we got the pair, I guess. Oh shit, a bird.
So much has happened this evening, but still not over. We haven't found the curse bearer of the Whispering Canal. And we still have to put a stop to these curses. I can't get my mind off the remaining curse stone, the Whispering Canal, and who the mastermind is. We have to deal with that thing before I can worry about any of that. How's it going with the 2 talismans? Have you figured out the location of the Record of Fate's Yin scroll? I have, more or less. When I combine the contents of these talismans, they formed a seal which could be undone. Things inside the talismans that looked like scraps of wood were actually a tiny scroll kept folded up by the seal. Who'd have thought the talismans actually contained the scroll itself? So that's the Yin scroll then. What's it say? Well, there's one more seal we have to undo to open the scroll. It's giving me some trouble, so I was actually hoping you could help me out.
Okay, unlocking the seal. Got it. Sure thing. I don't know what I'll be able to do, but let me at it.
Oh, I didn't expect you to be so eager to help. It's oddly reassuring. Okay, let's see. There are 5 seals holding the scroll shut. I think we have to remove them in the correct order. Each seal has a different design. A carp, a light, a beech leaf, a taiko drum, and a reed.
Move the 5 seals in the right order.
Okay.
If we get it wrong, is it going to, you know, go boom?
Huh? No. We'll just have to try again. I tested it once already.
Oh, you already tried it yourself? So brave.
I think it's devised so a seal can only be undone if the curses for the rite have already been unleashed. I think there's a hint to opening it hidden in something related to the curses. Just let me know when you're ready. It won't explode or anything, so you might as well give it a try. Okay.
Alright. Oh shit. Am I supposed to know the order? Time to consult your notes. Oh boy. Okay, so hold on. Yeah, these are all okay. These are all based off of yeah, more or less based off of the yeah. So I just need to figure it out. Okay. Also, knowing that there's no incorrect, also knowing there's no penalty, I could just trial and error this. But you know, no. There's no penalty, but there's 120 possible answers, yeah. Lie of the man's life. Only a cop's in the end, alas it's too late. I prepare for hell, and they're laughing. Sometimes brute force isn't the answer. I mean, the brute force helped me debunk the Monty Hall problem, so you sorry. I need to let that go at this point, even if it was funny. Well, it doesn't seem like these have like any sort of numbers listed on them, of course. There's no numbers in the notes that would like leave a hint, obviously. Maybe it's in the order they are? So like carp would be, okay, hold on. I need to open up old reliable, my notepad. Okay, so just let me write it out. Carp, light, beech leaf, taiko, reed. Very simple. I can't think of anything else. Yeah, that is what I'm thinking. Yeah. Oof. Yeah, we got the. I'm assuming, yeah, this one's a carp because it has a fish in it. Then I don't know, light beach, taiko, reed. But that's just from top to bottom. Is it just top to bottom? I don't know. No, I don't think that was right. Nope, no good.
Do you recognize any of the things on these seals? They sort of look familiar.
Okay, so I do. It's a bit more than the order of obtaining. Got it. Maybe something in the record of fates. Maybe something in like other notes. Yeah. I don't think there would be anything in here, no. Chain of events occurred. 7 mysteries. I don't think there's gonna be anything in these, but yeah. Of course, his investigation firm's called Azure Heron. He loves his birds. Richter loves his birds. Interestingly, there's still a few blind spots. The most famous is the Whispering Canal. Oh, this is neat. They have like a little thing to help you keep track of like who has what. I'm trying to puzzle out an order, but it's not really giving me much of anything from what I've clicked at. But it is entirely possible that I have somehow clicked on every single thing except the thing that would help me get the answer. So, you know. Definitely doable. Also, our birds are doing pretty good right now. Oh, they have little hints. I think somebody mentioned that, but I forgot, I guess. Oh, was there multiple in the lottery? Fuck. Damn. Well, we got about half of them. That's not too bad. Yeah, about half. No, there probably wouldn't be anything in here. But at this point, I'm just clearing up all the red dots. I've cleared all the dots. Well, they did say consult the files. Maybe something. No, these are just the stones. There wouldn't be anything with the stones, I fear. Yeah, no, there definitely wouldn't. I mean, it doesn't really, like, go into... I mean, okay, they were slightly in a different order, but, like, at the end of the day, it was still going, Carp, Light, Beach Leaf, Tycho, and Reed, so it's like, eh. Like, if you skip over the ones that don't count, it's still in the same order, so it's like, no, that's not right. Unless you go top to bottom for each column, which then it would be Carp, Beach, Reed, Light, Tycho. I don't think that's anything. I don't really have any better ideas, is the thing. But but also, like, thinking on that, there's no logic tied to that. That's just me shooting the shit. So, like, I need to find a note that, like, has correlation to what's going on, yeah. And this list is also in the exact same order, so I can't really get anything out of this page. They don't really have any notes on, like, when these legends came to pass. They don't really have any notes on, like, aside from the fucking one of them, which one's the most, like, well-known of them. So you can't go by popularity, you can't go by timeline. So, like, all the obvious things are not really, like, you can't really do anything with them. So you gotta think outside the box a little. Hold on. No, okay, that's, no. It's what I thought, no, fair enough. I was just checking to see if any of the words, like, because I know some words in Japanese share kanji with, like, certain numbers. I was trying to see if, like, they were doing something obtuse like that, like there was some, like, number pun thing going on, but it doesn't seem it. Yeah, it's not about the main cast either, because that wouldn't line up specifically either. Hold on. Nope, okay, no. Some of them have the same amount of syllables, that wouldn't work. Plus that wouldn't exactly translate well. This is just making me feel like I haven't been paying enough attention, if I'm gonna be completely honest. Strangest part of this legend is the fact that it even became a legend at all. Well, maybe there is a bit of a hierarchy, kind of. Because, like, okay, if... I'm placing a... Not a bet, but like an idea in my head that Carp has to be first and Beach has to be last, but where would the rest go in? Somewhere in the middle. You got like speculation and gossip going on. You're enduring. That's pretty good. That's pretty high tier. It's probably not it, but I might as well try. Because I got nothing else. Feels like some of the Cursed Stone's designs. That must mean there's some order to the 7 Mysteries of Honjo that correspond to them. Order to the designs? Was there? Hold on. Like, are there secret numbers in the inside of the stones? Hold on. No, if I squint, I can't see I can't, wait. I mean, that part with the stick kind of looks like a backwards 1. Oh, there's no secret, damn. I almost had myself going for a second, because Funny coincidence that was about to be. Well, I mean, maybe not quite yet. I don't think I need help quite yet. The fact that they've given me, like, something to go off of with numbers, I'm like, with numbers in the designs or something. It's not quite numbers, but something illustrating a numerative property. The Taiko has 2 sticks. I don't know. The reed might be last because it has like the most shit on it. Taiko has 2. There's 1 fish. But there's also 1 leaf is the thing, so it could go either. No, I don't think it's anything to do with that. But what does that mean? The seals look like some of the cursed stones designs. It must mean there's some order to 7 mysteries of Honjo that correspond to them. Correspond to the seals designs? Can I look at the designs of the seals instead of the stones? Hold on. Do we have the fucking... Just give me a... Hold on. Pull me back in. Flash it on screen. I don't... They just look like flowers. I don't see anything that corresponds to cursed stone designs on here. I don't know. Just give me another. Give me another hint.
The seal was applied during the Edo period, so it probably has to do with events that took place around then.
So is it in the order that they happened? Was I not off track with that? Hold on. Never to return. The Whispering Canal. This doesn't really say anything about the eras, though, except, I mean, I guess, yeah, they were all formed in the same era. I don't exactly... Many of these are likely the results of things, urban legends. Their roots likely come from stories told by the most common folk. The most famous is the Whispering Canal, well-known Rakugo story. But if I take this as, like, timeline slash anything, it's just the same order. It's the same order. It's Carp, Light, Beach, Taiko, Reed. And, I don't think it... No, I don't really know. I don't think it's anything to do with, like, what the stones do anyway. Because, like, how would you correlate their actions slash effects to numbers? Is there anywhere it says the order? No, I don't. I've been scrolling through these multiple times. If there is, I missed it. I don't think it would be here. I don't think it would be here. Nor here. The Honjo incident. Like, if it would be anywhere, it would be here, but this is 3 lines. There are 3 lines of fucking text here. The Taiko hit someone 110 times, but I don't think that's... Yeah, that's not... No, I don't think so. No, Perry. Don't think about the locations, because, like, I don't think that's it either. I was about to start typing these out, correlating them, and then it wouldn't have been pretty. It would have just been a waste of more time. Completed in 1927, the Komagata Bridge was. Which stone was found on the Komagata Bridge? Hold on. 1927. Wait, no, I can't just type bridge on the notes. There are 2 bridges. That's gonna get confusing. Komagata Bridge. Ichibori Park. That was 1950. Yasuda Gardens. Is there a time here? No. Maybe all the ones that are relevant right now have dates. Yeah, but I don't think the soap thing has anything to do with anything. Except for, you know, maybe that's something to do with where the carpet is. I don't fucking know, man. Was one found? Yeah, we found one at the high school, but to be honest, forgot which one that was. Yeah, nothing here expected. Yeah, but there's not enough locations for me to like correlate them all to a date and then go from like newest to oldest in terms of what I would need. It's like, no. Any inkling of an idea I have, it's like, you don't have enough intel for this. So I'm just gonna mash randomly. Was it because I didn't go to all of the places? Was it because I left some of those spots? If I went back and like grayed out the rest of those spots, would that give me the information I need? Maybe, but maybe not. I don't know if it's worth it. I'll look up the resentful memories for the mysteries that correspond to the 5 seals. These are fragments of the dying moments of those who became the curse echoes. Reading closely, doesn't it feel like there's a connection between them? Fragments of dying moments of those who became the curse echoes. Doesn't it feel... You're talking in riddles. You're just talking in riddles. But I guess go to their fucking, like, deaths and see if there's any connective tissue. I don't know. Fish, miso soup. One day. Express concern. Don't leave me behind. Tears. Fish. Drowning. Man, punched, flashing, repaid, nod, on Miyoji, light of life fading, even if this body perishes. I'm just trying to decode one of Mio's riddles now, so I'm throwing myself into like the device, I guess. What if the game's fucking with me? What if everything Mio says is wrong and I have to figure out the one? No. She would never. She's an expert. Hanging, tongues. What's the fucking... I mean... There are connections and parallels between these resentful memories, but I don't see what that has to do with the order we need to do to unlock them. I mean, are these memories all... Are these all in the same family? Is that what's going on? Are these 5 in particular all in the same family and I have to, like, decode, like, what order they all died in? This isn't even one of the ones I need. I don't know why I'm reading this one. Oh yeah, because the name Jinkichi showed up already, yeah. Yeah, I didn't, yeah, huh. Able to bear her loneliness, she left her home and trudged along the roads until night fell. Fish. Well, that doesn't really... This implies that the father died first, then the mother, then Toki, but I don't know if that's 100% right. You're incredibly vague. Visions of the past. Memories of the young couple and their daughter, but he has lost everything. So this is not either of the, this is not any of the 3. Okay, you're somebody else. Or maybe not. Hold on. He had foolishly involved himself with the forbidden. If only I accomplished it. The fact that this one is, like, vague leads me to... Hold on. Vague silhouette. Since we don't actually know who this one is referring to. I'll just type that out as the name. Since this one's, like, so... Since this spirit is so far gone that it doesn't even know its name, it makes me think it is the oldest and therefore the first one in the order. Which would mean that light would be 1. First one to hit. The man. They thought the man had escaped. There's Jinkichi. Jinkichi's the beach, Toki's the carp. I'm like 90% sure. Yeah, no, you're nothing. Honjo, right. So Honjo is Taiko, which yeah would leave Koma as the reed. All Koma, not Koma. Okay. I mean, they refer to her as Koma in the canal, but I don't. Maybe it's just like a thing. I don't know. I won't pry too deeply. That implies that beach comes before. You think so? I mean, well, wait, no, sorry, I got it mixed up. Yes, that's right. Yeah. My order that I'm going with right now is the silhouette or light, the Taiko guy, the father, the mother, and then Toki. I'm out of options. Yeah, the canal comes after both, yeah. Or maybe it's the other way around? I think the order for seals could be the order in which people became cursed echoes. Yeah, that's what I'm saying! The information in the resentful memories are only fragments, but we might be able to see their relative order. To make the old man from the Taiko of Suguru the first? Would it? I guess so. I mean, I guess the thing that, yeah, I mean, it's an intentional thing. They're evil, so they're kind of fucking with me. But like, it's like the beckoning light. They're very careful, like, to like not like say much at all while saying a whole lot. So it's like, yeah, its placement is kind of fucking with me. But I can take your word on that, Robish. Hey, there we go. Rubbish got it.
I got it right. It's open. It took 6 tries, but you did it. I just needed some time to get warmed up. That's all. Now we can finally read what's written inside. Let's see.
It is said that Simon Tsuchimikado, author of the Record of Faith, wrote the Yin Scroll because he feared the descendants of those involved in the incident might become cursed and used in the collection of soul dregs for the Rite of Resurrection. The existence of the Yin Scroll was indicated in a postscript added to the Record of Faith, but its whereabouts are currently unknown. It's believed to have been inherited by a descendant of Simon. I personally, I believe it's only canon that Ario would take a couple tries. The text has been preserved in the form of 2 talismans held by Hajime Yoshimi and Michio Shiraishi. It is a full account of the Honjo incident and is written in Simon's hand. I bequeath this scroll to a future generation to be used in the event that calamity should arrive from this grievous incident. Those who should seek to forestall disaster must gather these 3 items in one place and cast my rite of cleansing. Expel all rituals and curses in full. My soul, that is my cursed echo. My body, that is a living continuation of my bloodline. My spirit, that is my unconsciousness. This is a long one, jeez. Sacrificing someone is unthinkable. We didn't help you because we wanted something returned, so you owe us nothing. Simon bowed his head in gratitude. This just seems like the timeline, yeah, which they all, like, yeah, they just put it all in, like, order, I guess. I more or less get the context.
I see.
What does it say?
First is a detailed account of the tragedy surrounding the Rite of Resurrection that occurred in Honjo back in the Edo period. The whole story of what we call the Honjo incident is laid out clearly. That incident was the origin of the 7 mysteries of Honjo and their curses, right? Yes. The resentment of the victims of the incident turned into curses, which are the curse echoes. The contents are organized like an answer sheet so that it doesn't just give us the information we need.
Is there anything else?
Yes, here's what we've been looking for. Bequeath this scroll to future generations to be used in the event that calamity should arise from this grievous incident, it says.
Well, he foresaw all this happening.
And it continues.
Those who seek to forestall disaster must gather 3 items in one place to cast my rite of cleansing and expel all rituals and curses in full.
So if we gather these 3 things in one place, Simon's Rite of Cleansing will activate and completely negate the curses and Rite of Resurrection. Oh, that's it. That's exactly what we need. 3 things are Simon's soul, body, and mind. It says that his soul is the curse echo.
So Simon himself is part of the 7 mysteries?
Now that you mention it, Mr. Arashi said something along those lines before. There's another hint written here. My curse echo holds my curse brings ruin to curse bearers. What kind of hint is that?
Maybe it'll make more sense as we keep looking.
But will the curse echo still appear if the curse bearer's already gone? Next, the body's in the sentence of Simon, it seems.
Wasn't Yoshimi a relative of Simon?
He and Michio Shiraishi had the other talisman. Both of them had already passed by the time this iteration of the curses was unleashed.
Damn, that's true. What are we gonna do?
His bloodline was so split up, there have to be others. Oh, there's another note here, too.
What? Where? Is it another hint? It's for the body. Seek not only one who bears my blood, but one with strong spirit sense. Such an individual will be able, if a spirit attempts to possess them, to instead take control of that spirit themselves.
So it says.
Do we know of anyone like that?
I can't think of anyone. Let's move on for now.
Next is the mind. What's the difference between the mind and the soul?
In paranormal theory, it's said that humans are made up of soul, body, and mind. The mind is essentially thought of to be part of the mind is essentially thought to be the part of the spirit that makes up one's consciousness, or one's self. It's like driving. Body is the car, the soul is the control system, and the mind is the driver.
Yeah, I see. That makes sense. So is there a hint for finding this one too?
Well, let's see.
Should the Rite of Resurrection be activated elsewhere, so too shall my mind be awakened there.
Simon tried to seal away the Rite of Resurrection, but before he could, Ashino stole the Record of Fates. But as a countermeasure to the rite being activated, he made it so that his mind would be released from the seal.
Okay, but what does that actually mean?
What it means is, Simon's mind awoke the night the rite was activated. It must be possessing someone out there right now.
What?
So we have to get that person together with everything else.
Alright! So we have to find the curse echo, the descendant, and the person possessed by Simon. Then we just get them together in one place and we'll be good to go.
Right, but there is one thing. The second and third ones could both be the same person.
Oh. Well, who could that be?
It's like how Michio lost her memories when she was possessing Yako. Simon's consciousness might not be aware of who it really is. So if he learned the truth, would he start to act of his own accord?
Oh? That person could already be...
Oh, hold on 1 second. Someone's coming this way.
Huh?
Excuse me, can I interrupt for just a moment?
Oh, hey, girl. What's up, girl?
Who might you be? Would you buy something can of juice I just finished drinking for 10,000 yen?
Huh?
I'll even throw in these bones for some fried chicken. You can't beat a deal like this. But I don't really want them. Don't say that. Come on, they're delicious. Actually, I thought I might just have a picnic right here. Won't you join me? Sorry, I don't understand. What should we do?
Well, it's not like we need this exact spot, and we can't do anything with other people around. Let's just move somewhere else.
Sorry, we're in the middle of something, so we'll just be on our way.
Girl, no. She controls the stone. It's been with her the whole time. Hey, buddy. I was expecting you. You have my heartfelt thanks for all your hard work thus far. This brings the story of the 7 mysteries of Honjo to a close. And who could have foreseen such a conclusion? Unfortunately, it seems the so-called mastermind was one step ahead of you. She remains hidden, leaving behind no evidence. Perhaps there truly is no way to stop her. However, should you find that this conclusion is not to your liking, by all means, please pursue a different path. You have done it once before, so I am sure you already know how. With that, I shall be taking my leave. I have been your humble storyteller. Good night. Damn! You just fucking you just throw my ass out back here? Ugh. You want me to go back here? Not in this, oh boy. Oh, brother. There's no way. What are you thinking? What are you thinking, Rubbish? We're in this together. You don't have to hide it from me. At this point, this is a collaborative experience, much like how the game reaches out to the player. I, the streamer, am reaching out to the chat. 2 million years ago in a random spot. I think so. I just don't remember where on this route. I'll just go from the start, and we'll just work our way from there, I guess. Would have been after Yoko. I guess, yeah. So I guess maybe not this far back. I don't have to redo the entire thing. Well, that is very much her dead. So maybe I should start from here. Oh boy, they're throwing me all over the pavement, dude. I'm like scuffed and bruised right now.
Oh, fucking telephone.
That's right, I control the stones, or so I believe. Right, I gotta pick this up. God, I forgot how long this first one was. Oh yeah, here you are, you little freak. Yeah, it is in fact right here. Where does that get us? I mean, yeah, we can just talk to him, I guess. We can just kill him, but yeah. It is in fact coming closer. Ooh. Ah, there we go. There we go. We get to dispel the curse. My. Finally, you've arrived at this juncture. I expected no less from you. That would mean that you have managed to bring everything to light. Though there is possibility that you have wound up here by chance. So before I take you any further, I must ask you a number of questions. About what exactly the soul, body, and mind of Simon Chichimikado are. Firstly, which curse echo represents the soul? Yes, that is exactly it. After his defeat at the hands of Ashino in the Honjo incident, Simon wandered about near Honji. The form of his curse echo changed over time with the legend he left behind. This is the curse echo which was required by Mayor Shozawa. But when called forth by Simon's body and mind, it appeared momentarily before him. Let us continue. Who serves the self? Who was his body, his descendants, who carried blood in his veins? It was him. Why is the name escaping me now? I mean, you had it in your body, but you died. The other guy died. It's a multiple answer question, but I'm like 90% sure if I put in the one that he doesn't want, he's just gonna be like, no, actually, sorry, come back another time. Sorry, you're an idiot. So, because that is just kind of how this game rolls. It does kind of like to make fun of me, so. All three things at the same place, yeah. I guess. I mean, it's like, they're just... They just like to fuck with me. They just like to fuck with me. Yeah, 2 of them are out of the question since they're dead. It's like... Yeah, I guess it... Yeah, I mean, yeah, we were talking about it before, so I guess the only one left would be Doink. Correct again. Although Shogoku was born to an ordinary family, the blood of a distant relative ran thick in his veins. In truth, the same is true for Yoko Fukunaga. She was also one who had the blood of a distant relative coursing through her. In her case, it was Ashido. Simon and Ashido, fated to meet again, all these hundreds of years later. Now for my final question. Who is the mind of Simon Chichibukado? Tell me the name of the person whose consciousness was directly tied to his. I wish I had like a smug smile right about now. I wish I had like a smug smile on this thing right about now. We've been having all this information given to us. We've been like having to take. Is it me? Is it me? Is it me? Oh, I see. You believe it to be Perry. Are you saying you believe it to be yourself? Are you certain? Yes, you are correct. Finally, you have remembered. That's right. You are Simon's consciousness, awoken by the curses and the rites of resurrection. However, having lost your memories, you forgot about the duty assigned to you. This is, if I may say so, where I played my part, guiding you through the events of this story. As your consciousness was all that was left of you, you manipulated time and space by way of the story chart, jumping from vessel to vessel, and manipulated your host's actions by whispering commands into their ears. In doing so, you were able to get the full picture of what needed to be done. But at one point, while still unconscious, you managed to remember your duty. The so-called mastermind behind these events, and the one who awakened the rite and the curses, was Yoko Fukunaga, descendant of Ashino herself. You unconsciously activated your curse and killed her. How interesting, as she awakened Simon's consciousness at the same time as the curses. That was the one and only time she could have been stopped. But due to your influence on Shogoki's will, Yoko Fukunaga was brought back to life. Using the story chart to undo her death, I led you to believe that it was the work of the rites of resurrection itself. But as it turns out, seeing what would transpire if the mastermind was not killed at the outset, is ultimately what revealed the way to put an end to the curses for good. There were certain things which would have answered all your questions, had you noticed them. For example, even while under your control, Shogoki willingly used this curse. When I asked you early on how many Shogoki had killed, this is what I meant. Had you not used the curse, Shogoki would have done so of his own accord. Furthermore, Mayu Tozawa was able to recall information which only you knew. She was able to do this because she was connected to you through her curse echo, the beckoning light. I see. I see. Now, allow me to ask you one last question. If you, knowing all that you know now, had the ability to resurrect one life, what would you do? I mean, even still, my answer's still the same. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to say. I personally wouldn't want it. I have no need for it. I see. I see you have not changed your answer from when I first asked you this question. You are nothing if not stalwart, just like Simon himself. Now, It is time to bring things to a close. Upon your arrival here, the rite of cleansing was activated, dispelling all other rituals and curses. Look upon the fruit of your efforts. You shall leave this world behind for good. Thank you truly for all the work you have done. Yeah. That's what happened? I can't believe it. I finally understand. Yeah. I was the one who did that to Yoko. The blood of the Onmyoji that's inside me broke into my consciousness and gave me that curse. Yoko was after the rite of resurrection. She was the one who awakened the curses of the 7 mysteries and cast the Feast of Shadows. And the only way to stop all of it is to put a stop to her here. Otherwise, the rite of cleansing might have been negated too. I wonder how much of it really was her doing all those things. Yoko. I guess that explains why I felt like it was fate when all this started. Though she didn't seem to notice. I guess things were always destined to end like this. From the moment we met. Wish we could have met under different circumstances. No point in thinking like that now. God, I need a drink. Thinking of Moscow Mule. Or 2. Or 3. Ma'am, what is it?
Just a dream. Seems that it was all just a dream. I dreamt that there was such a thing as the rite of resurrection. Just a dream.
I'm sorry to say it, but there isn't.
Right, of course not.
But even if there is no such thing, I promise you that I will get to the bottom of the kidnapping. In fact, I've happened to find a very important lead from over a year ago. Something that evaded our reach until now. An eyewitness in the scene of the kidnapping.
I see.
Whoa, 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 what the hell is all this? Medical unit told me to get down here. What happened?
As I was looking into Yoshimi's death at the former Yasuda Gardens, another body was discovered at a different park in the area. Could they be related?
Sure looks like it, but...
Excuse me, we found this among the victim's belongings. Thought you'd want to know. What's this? What the hell? Boss, look what was in the female victim's address book. Yoshimi's phone number and photo.
What?
The picture. There's an X drawn on it and a bunch of weird symbols and a hole where his heart would be.
No.
You think, could this be some kind of curse or something?
How many times do I have to tell you not to try to connect everything to the occult? Damn it. Just a Nakagoshi case after all.
What was that, boss?
Don't worry about it. Make sure you put that photo into evidence. There's no doubt it's related to Yoshimi. Make sure you do a thorough sweep of the area. I'm gonna make a phone call.
Got it. Leave it to me. But as long as you want on the phone. Mio, it turns out Michio really did die in an accident. Yeah, if we ask around, we might be able to get a little more information. I guess there really was never such a thing as the rite of resurrection. But I did feel like there was a spirit watching over us. Why? Nothing's happening. Oh, my contract won't be... Oh! Never believed in this blasted record of fates.
All of you watching from far, far away. Rider Resurrection has never existed. Not in any world, not at any time. So I ask you, take the life you hold and move boldly forward, one step at a time.
Richter, EY's out. Do you want to question him?
Hang on, Ariel. I want to get enough evidence for a search warrant. Let him go for now, and I'll follow him.
That's the kidnapper? Yes, I'm the one who did it. So please, help me! She's always following me! I'm so sorry, Michio. I had no idea. What? Hajime was killed? By this Yoko Fukunaga? How can that be? He wasn't the kind of guy who would just be picked off like that. You know that!
Yeah, and boss is hiding something. There seems to be some kind of secret hidden in Hajime's family tree. Let me see if I can find out what it is. I had heard that you would be absent today. Is there something you need? Well, I seem to have the spirit sense thing all of a sudden. I know it's the sort of thing our chairwoman doesn't approve of, so I thought I'd mention it. Could have called. Didn't think you were the standoffish type. Had to find out from EY.
Whoops, sorry. I forgot all about my favorite chief inspector.
The hell are you planning?
Nothing so heinous as you're thinking. I'm only Makoto Ashimiya after all. Nothing but a lowly janitor. How are things with you? You getting along with your daughter?
Well, you know, more or less. Oof. Oh. Yeah, good game. I didn't want to bring it up while it was happening, but I did notice, I did notice in that one scene where EY was there in that one final cutscene, they only drew the headshot for him. You can see there's no shoulders on, on that sprite, but I just find that more funny than anything. I just wanted to say something. But still, good time. Good game, good game. Ugh. Yeah, I had a good time with it. Not gonna lie, I do feel a little hollow, but I feel like that's by design, so you know. I'm not saying it is a bad thing. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I quite enjoyed going through things, and characters were nice. The story was pretty good. Some of the puzzles were a bit much, but you know, I played through the Famicom Detective Club games. I was, with that one big exception today, I was more or less ready. I was more or less ready to like contend with most of them. I'll have to think on it to see if it wedges its way into the top 10, but like, you know, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Yeah. At the very least, you know, it's good. I enjoyed it. Yeah. I'm just curious, I'm just gonna wait until the credits are done. See anything else hopping up. Yeah, like I'd be down for like some kind of like successor in the same way I'd be down for like a Ghost Trick successor where it would have to be like, you know, new location, new cast, all that jazz, of course, but like I would be down for more in this world, I guess. And more on the storyteller. Yeah. Oh, really? Well, there we go. Yeah, that about does it. Yeah. I guess if there's nothing else for me to like go grab that would be worth like showing off on stream, I guess that's pretty much it. Yeah. I'll go ahead and save that one again. And yeah, that about wraps up our first spooky game for the year, for the month, I guess. I don't remember if I played spooky games earlier in the year at this point. Ugh. We'll be back next week with some fun stuff in that regard, but I'll be back on Saturday with a fun little Mario Party stream. That should be a good time. For now, though, I will have to be heading off. So, you know. This was a good time, though. I enjoyed it a bit. I enjoyed it a bit. See you around. Thanks for watching. All that. Yeah.